All right, what is up, everybody? Shadow Scout 0013 here, reporting in for another list build. Today, I'm going to talk about an Anakin armored list. Try to have as many activations, probably 9, with a ton of armor and Anakin, and see how it goes. So if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe, and then leave a comment below with how you run Anakin. Or how you would like to run Anakin, or maybe the things that you would counter this list with, or what you think the strong points are, and kind of some things you would tweak maybe, just for at least the other people who are coming and maybe want to look in the comments below to see what other people think, or some other alternatives. And if you have an idea, or if you want a list made, just kind of let me know, and I'll kind of give you a second perspective on how to make a list that you think you might want. And then you can make your own changes, because I'll leave a link below in the description. And so, yeah. All right. So with this one, like I said, we're going to go with Anakin. He's got jump 1, so he can perform this, a move during that. At height 1, he can jump to it. The Jimso Mastery. So while defending, if you spend a dodge token, you gain Surge to block, which is perfect. And if at least one hit or crit result was canceled, due to you blocking it, the attacker suffers 1 wound regardless, basically. So that's awesome. He's going to have a flaw card. He's immune to pierce, and he can equip any kind of force upgrade to himself, which is awesome. 6 health, 3 courage, red defense dice, speed 2, 5 red, and lots of stuff to add to it at impact 3 and pierce 3. So he's always going to be at least getting 3 through if they're not immune to pierce. So we're going to go with him. And so he doesn't have a melee at all. So I'm gonna have to try to give him one. And then I always feel like force push is a staple, because it comes in handy in so many different occasions when someone needs to be out of melee, or someone needs to be pulled into melee, or pulled off an objective, or anything like that. So force push, not anyone else can have it. So it's important, I feel like, to have. So we're gonna go with force push. And then since he doesn't have a range attack, and I want to make sure that I get at least, range 1 to 2, 3 dice through, I'm going to go with saber throw. Now, you could do, up close and personal. It's one of the new cards that, since he's going to be throwing a 3 dice at range 1 to 2, you'd be able to get a dodge from that for free. I usually go with tenacity, so he'll have 6 dice to roll at some point, because more than likely he's going to be getting injured. You're welcome to go with offensive stance or defensive stance, but for the most part, I feel like red dice do a lot of good work, and you can probably take an aim before having the relentless if you've used one of his command cards. So just for the heck of it, I think up close and personal would be fun to have on him. But we'll see. If it's too many points, we'll take it off. Now, and I think it might be too many points. First off, let me just take it off. We'll add it just in case. I want to go with a heavy with some armor. The only problem is that the tank is 170 points, while the ISP is 65. And then you can give it some extra, upgrades. It doesn't have the same amount of health at all. It's got different dice for defense, but at least you're surging. At least there's no surging and red dice, but there's surging everywhere. Range, or it can move 3 with a light defense. The rear and the sides are weak, so you're always trying to strafe with it best you can, and keep the front towards everyone. Hover ground, so you can stand by as well, and reverse. Cover 1, so you're always going to have cover, at least light cover, and then armor 3. So if they've got impact, though, the cover 1 will take away before the impact starts, and then your armor 3, will have kicked in and stuff like that. And hopefully hopefully this is done enough to kind of stop what you can, but you never know. But we're going to go with it. I'm going to go ahead and put the elite core armor pilot, which while attacking, if a friendly unit uses fire support, you're going to gain surge to crit. So you're going to be able to get a lot of crits through. And we kind of want to make this almost like a piercing armor or against armor at the same time. So for the purpose of this, I'm going to go with the twin missile pods. He's, if you activate, you can half this weapon's dice, and then the keywords values until the end of your activation. So you'll have Gunslinger and then Impact 2, and then maybe you could fire support with 2 different core units, gaining Surge to Crit and Impact 2. So if you really need to get rid of some armor, I feel like that's going to be perfect. And it's 2 to 4. A lot of the spiders are range 4, so if you can do that, do that. If you don't like it, obviously it's 40 points just like the rest, so you don't have to have it. We're going to leave a comms link off at the moment to see what else we can do. And then for some more armor, I want to go with the ATRT. This is just going to have pure armor. It's a climbing vehicle, expert climber, so you don't have to roll defense dice when trying to clamber. And basically, you can, if it's still half the height, you can move it up for free. If it's not, you're going to have to, do like roll, but you don't have to roll in this, instance. And then Scout 1. So after you deploy, you can perform a speed 1 move. So it's going to be rolling out to begin with. So since they're, going to be out front, I would go ahead and give them the ATRT laser cannon. You don't have to do that. But if you're going to try to be anti-armor and armor, I would say that the ATRT laser cannon is the best to do. And let's just go with 2 of them. So now we need some core, obviously. I'm going to go with a phase 1 and a phase 2 at the moment and just kind of see where we can go. Phase 2, I want to give 5s because it'll be courage 3. You'll have coordinated clone trooper. So after you're issued an order, you can issue an order to another friendly trooper at range 1, and he becomes your leader with 2 health, and then a range 1 to 3 gun, which is, and 3 black dice. So that's pretty awesome. So we're gonna go with him. And then with the phase 1s, I'm gonna go with the Z6 because it's the cheapest. Well, not the cheapest, sorry. It's, range 1 to 3, 6 white dice. If you're fire supporting, you're gaining Surge to crit. So yeah, I feel like these things are going to be way better to have because you're rolling 6 dice at a cheaper price than, the rest. So we're going to go with them, and we're going to try to have 2 of those guys to give us the 3. And so now we've got, some points left. So why not go with R2 for 2 different reasons. One, he's going to have repair 2, capacity 2. So he's going to be able to heal any of the ATRTs or the infantry support platform. So that would help, some wounds a lot. So we still have enough for another activation. And in order to get better order control, I say that we go with just another generic commander. And then with generic commander, if you honestly really wanted to, you can give them vigilance just to make sure that they keep a dodge. And then you've got 4 more points to do with whatever you want, basically. With the infantry support platform, since there's 4 points, you could technically go with maybe emergency transponder and give yourself, a free aim. And then you take an aim and then you shoot. So you have 2 aims and then you fire support with those 2 aims with the gunslinger. So you have an aim for each attack, surge to crit. Your 2 phase 2s that will go, you're giving up 2 other activations for it. As far as I understand, I think you should be able to shoot. You're splitting your attack. So 1 attack would be gunslinger, or sorry, oh my gosh. Fire supporting. So you have gunslinger, you separate your attack. 1 attack, you have helping with the phase 1s, and then you're fire supporting with the other phase 1s with the other gunslinger attack, surging to crit, getting a ton of dice through, trying to take out what you can as fast as possible. And the other thing is, if you're going to have a clone commander, your clone commander can just go ahead and direct 5s if possible, and then 5s can give an order to the phase 1s, and then for your 1 pip, you give your order to the ISP, and then from that 1 pip, from the we'll go ahead and go to it just to give you an idea. The Synchronized Defensive. So after friendly vehicle unit is issued an order, choose a friendly clone trooper at range 1 of 2 and issue that one in order. So just from this 1 pip, you'll go ahead and first off, go ahead and direct your clone commander to give 5s in order if you can keep 5s close enough. And then 5s will be able to have an order to give an order as well to another phase 1. So you have phase 2 and phase 1s with an order token to begin with. And then you have Synchronized Defensive to be able to give an order token to your ISP. And then with that, you can also issue a friendly clone trooper unit at range 1 to 2 of that. So then you give it to your second phase 1 clone trooper. So now all of your clone troopers have orders. Your ISP has orders. And then there's just a few things left in the bag that you can have. Maybe instead of vigilance, if you wanted improvised orders, you could do that. So we're going to go with that one. And then Anakin. So with Anakin, where the fun begins, he's going to permanently gain outmaneuver and relentless. So that, I mean, yeah, we're going to go with that one. We have to. And then you underestimate my power. You obviously want him to have Master of the Force 1. And then if you give him an order, he's going to gain a dodge. So I think that this is going to be perfect for him. And then air support, I feel like is always a good one. But it's just giving it to a single commander. Maybe if you wanted, you could give push out. But for the most part, I mean, you're doing up to 3 attacks, I think. So yeah, for every unit that is, so once this round, at the end of the activation round of a friendly clone commander trooper unit or friendly field commander unit, it may perform an attack using the following weapon and its beam 2. So I guess it's just 2 units, I think. I'm still kind of unfamiliar with it, but it's an attack from 4 and Infinity, and it's still worth it in my opinion, especially as a 2-pip. But you're only getting 1 order out of it, but it's still going to be able to give your clone commander an order, and then he's going to be able to direct, hopefully 5s, and then 5s can hopefully direct a phase 1, giving you 3 order tokens out from just this one. So we'll go with it just in case. And then for your 3 pips, here are the Clone Wars where Anakin's going to permanently gain Exemplar, where he can share his green tokens, and Reliable 2, and gain 2 Surge tokens. And then at the end of his activation, if he's not at range 1 to 2 of a friendly, he gains a suppression. So use this how you will. I would go ahead and take it. And then I'd also go with probably Assault. Or, you could go with Attack of the Clones and give it to 3 clone troopers. So you could give it to the clone commander, who can just go ahead and direct an order to 5s if you can keep them close enough. And then 5s will be able to give out an order for free to the other phase 1s. So then you have just 1 phase 1 trooper left to give. And then, yeah, so I mean, it's up to you. You could just give it to, you could just go with push, but to have a free surge token just for the heck of it anyway, you could. But at least with the, assault, you can give your ATRTs or your ISP an order, which would be, highly beneficial. And so, like I said, if you wanted to give the ISP, maybe the emergency transponder to get that free aim for fire support whenever you need it, that's kind of what I would do. So you have 9 activations, you have tons of armor, you have R2 to be able to heal those armors and have secret mission. And then you have your phase 1s and phase 2 to be able to help fire support with that infantry as a platform and get rid of this armor, or try to really get rid of anything you can, while Anakin kind of goes after your other force users or melee users or anything like that. Yeah, that's kind of what I would do. And I would keep them on the run. Maybe if you're going to go with anything, those spiders are probably not going to move. They're just going to be able to shoot. So if you can just take out those spiders as fast as you can and then keep going, that's, one thing, because they're going to be putting immobilized tokens on your ISP and your ATRT. So it's kind of important to, keep 2 actions on them if you can. But, I think probably recover the supplies wouldn't be too bad. Sabotage the moisture evaporators wouldn't be that bad. Hostage exchange, it's a possibility. Bombing run is fine to have. Payload would be fine to have. I would just go with sabotage the moisture evaporators and then intercept the transmissions. Not that you're going to be, you're at 800 points, or your red player. Not that it really is going to matter anyway, but just for the fun of it. But yeah, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Basically, hopefully you guys liked this one. It's just Anakin and armor. trying to do the best against spiders, trying to do really well with order control, trying to keep everyone alive, keep some dodges. So yeah, if you liked this one, go ahead and leave a like, comment below what you think, maybe what you would add, and then if you liked the infantry support platform, tell me what you do like about it. And tell me how you like to use it and your ATRTs just in case, and or if you think Anakin's a good fit with the ISP. It's kind of like a armored 501st with Anakin to the rescue. But all right, guys, I will catch you guys later.